this vampire dude came to talk to us in a magical carriage with magical horses, and then on the way there, we found out he's a vampire. He's dead, and then we just showed up at in front of the castle, and we're about to enter and have dinner with him. Oh, and Irene is with Halka's brother going to the next town because we told her to go off.
That's probably a good idea.
Very nice. Yeah, and you guys did question what was Buddy's name again?
Thruvinbinger.
Why don't I remember his name?
Can we call him George? Let's call him George.
I mean, you could. That's not his name. His name is something. Can't believe I'm going blank on this bro's name.
That with an M, right?
I was just calling him Elrond because I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, I know you were. Oh, Rahadin. That was his name, Rahadin. Right. You guys are questioning Rahadin a bit. He told you a little bit. Yeah, that one, he's a vampire. I told you a little bit of like the history of the castle and like how it was built by the architect of the family as sort of a yay after Strahd and his family won some wars. Yeah.
He told us not to loot it.
Yes, he told you to, keep your manners. You're invited to a nice dinner with his master. And yeah, so I'll show you this little handout again if you forget. From
what I remember was that we weren't supposed to like sneak around and be all sneaky, don't steal shit, and we were welcome to stay the night if we wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, so Joe, you're not in roll 20. I can see.
I know. It's loading slowly.
Okay. Well, I reshared this picture. This is what the castle looks from the outside. Very tall, ominous looking. Of course, so when you guys arrive, it's about, say, 5 p.m. So it is becoming darker in the evening. And I'm actually going to move you over and let me know if you can see the map.
Why isn't my shit working?
Need some lights, at least. Alex, can you see?
Yep. I cannot see. I always see the picture you sent.
So you just see black? What if you zoom all the way out?
Oh, yes, I can see. I can also see a little bit extra in the corner that I probably shouldn't.
Oh, it's okay. The light's like reflecting. It doesn't really fucking matter.
Okay.
The light's just reflecting weird, and I don't really know why, and I was too lazy to fix it. I think that's a window. So anyway, you guys went over the drawbridge, and so surrounding the castle are these like 10-foot walls. So where I put your tokens, you're already inside the 10 feet walls, coming up to the actual castle doors. It's obviously a very large looking building. As you sort of enter the gate towers, you can see, there's sort of like a flagstone sort of floor with a hollow tower stretching up along the walls, with some mechanisms that would raise and lower that drawbridge. And then as you sort of enter into the area where I put your tokens, I'll call this is like the center court. So there's, a big archway you go through, and then you can see the actual castle part, with the castle itself, which has very ornate doors, torches beside it, and you also see some gargoyle type statues sort of glaring down at you, and Rahadin sort of leading the way into this first entryway.
I asked Reverend
Rahadin.
Rahadin if the gargoyles are like. I look up and I'm like, are they alive?
And he smiles. He's like, they're creatures of this palace. I wouldn't say they're alive. But I wouldn't say they're normal statues either.
Cool.
What's all the riddles, bro? Why can't you just answer questions straight?
Then no, they're not alive.
Thanks. I appreciate the honesty
Yeah,
and
so
the directness.
these statues are in this like little entryway room on the four corners, and just kind of looking down at you guys as you continue into the great entryway. And as you continue into the lovely castle, you hear the sounds of, I'd
Torture.
say, no. You hear the sounds of organ music sort of playing in the background. 100% sure where it's from, but it's echoing sort of in the chambers. Kind of forcefully move your tokens with me then. Is it being lazy?
I can't move my token because my thing won't load the page.
Yeah.
Is anybody else having that issue?
Nope.
Shit, not loading.
Oh, the music's so nice though.
Well, I can't hear the music.
Are your headphones plugged into your phone or your computer?
Yep, my phone.
How's your computer speakers? What loudness are they set at? Concerned about this because
Normal?
I'm sharing the same audio as you guys, so I didn't want it to be too loud for myself. Can you hear it now?
Yes, I can hear it now.
It's loud for me though. Okay, that's fine. So he leads you in, and you can kind of see like there's stairways leading either way. He's like, the dinner will be ready shortly. Please let me take you upstairs to refresh yourselves, so to speak. So he's gonna lead you up. I need to take you to the correct map. So, uno momento.
Really?
This castle has about 11 maps.
Oh shit, that's a lot.
This is a big boy castle, okay?
And then we have to kill people in it later. I don't want to.
No. He is going to lead you all the way up to this. Oops.
There's some people here. They look like undead.
So overall, like as he's leading you up, you don't really see a lot of creatures. You maybe see some glimmers of things walking by, but besides the organ music, it's seems kind of eerily quiet.
You mean you can say that it's dead silence.
Yes.
Deadly silent. Oh, okay, I'm done with the puns.
So he's gonna lead you up to what we're gonna call the lounge up to here. Let me put you.
I can't see the middle of the. Oh, never mind.
It loads
Right.
them up.
So he's going to lead you up to this lounge, and you guys see there are 3 women in here, but I didn't map yet. And they greet you, and they all kind of come towards you. They're like, "Oh, come, sit," and start like fussing over you guys, like trying to comb your hair and tidy you guys up.
Cool. I take it like a champ. Because sounds
Who
amazing.
are you?
So the one closest to you, she'll introduce herself. She's like, "Oh, how nice of you to ask. I'm Anastrea." So she's wearing a red dress She's kind of looks the youngest out of the three. She's got like this kind of, they're all wearing like formal gowns, but if a formal gown could be somewhat hoochie, that's her dress. She's like,
I like that.
I'm Anastrea. It's a very pleasure to meet you, handsome. And she'll
Say
start sort of
Estrella?
like, no, I said Anastrea.
I heard a
Oh, Anastrea. I heard Estrella. I'm like, really?
No. And she'll start like shining your armor and stuff like that. Like, and she's doing it in a sort of provocative manner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and who are
I polished myself before I came here. Don't worry about it, honey.
It's like, oh, well, I can help polish you off again. And she'll wink.
And I'd be like, no, you can just leave him alone. You can punch me all you want. And I'm like, I'll take all the loving.
She's like, well, I have 2 hands. I can polish more than one at a time.
Wow. Why don't you polish some of my friends here? I'm all right.
Oh, well, your hair doesn't really look that great. Could I at least fix it up for you? And she'll hand you a comb.
Fine.
It's an enchanted cone. Now you're possessed.
And this,
Amazing hair.
these 2 will come up to you, ladies, and also offer like, oh, we have many gowns you could try on, milady, to prepare for dinner.
Is it all right for us to just wear our armor?
And this one next to you, she'll kind of look a little concerned, but she'll say, "Oh, yes, I suppose that's all right. If that's what you so desire."
I
I'll
asked her
get
why did she
changed
look
if
concerned.
they get changed.
I could offer you a privacy screen if you so wish. I understand a lady does need to keep modest.
Gotta take a look at Fury and be like, so you want to go?
I think we'd be more comfortable where we are.
I think so too.
Alright.
I think so too.
Of course. And what about you, sir? Asking you, Refacule.
I get a dress? Is that what they're saying?
Well, we can offer you some finer clothing for the occasion, if you so desire. It could be a dress, it could be a tunic, whatever you wish.
A tunic or something fancy. Only silk will touch his body.
Of course. So this one here next to you, she'll kind of go into, there's like a chest here and bring out like a black silken shirt. She's like, oh, will this do?
Yes, it will.
So will you take off like your current shirt and put that one on? Or are you putting it on top? Like what are you trying
Oh. I don't know. Like what the hell am I wearing? Yeah, I guess I'll take off my shirt off and put this one on.
All right. And she'll introduce herself. So this one, I guess you're still not in. There's this
While
one
I'm doing
near
it, I'm
you.
also flexing my muscles. They're non-existent. I'm just like, yeah.
All right. So she'll introduce herself. She's like, oh, my name's Valenta. It's my pleasure to help you spruce up for dinner.
Cool.
And I guess the third. Can't hear you, babe. And the other one will introduce herself. Her name is Ludmilla.
Vanilla, Ludmilla, and Vanilla.
Ludmilla.
Oh, Ludmilla. Okay. I like
Yes. So how long have you been with Strahd?
Which one are you asking?
All of them.
Ludmilla will pipe up. Again, that's this one. I've been with Strahd the longest. I am the oldest bride.
You're
I've been
brides of Strahd?
And they all sort of laugh. Ludmilla goes, "Of course we are, of course."
You guys are okay with your husband having more than one wife?
And they smile and they're like, "Of course, it's Strahd's nature. We're happy to serve our husband."
My character step in is like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
I use prestidigitation and go, wah wah wah.
It's like, that'll never happen to me, but I'm impressed.
And yeah, as Anastrea said, she's the youngest wife.
How
I've
many
only
years?
I've only been with Strahd for. Oops, I double labeled them. I've only been with Strahd, I don't know, maybe 100 years compared to my sisters.
Damn.
That's why Strahd thinks That's why I think I'm Strahd's favorite. She like cackles to herself, and the other two kind of like give each other a look.
You guys know that Strahd's trying to get another wife, huh? Right now?
Of course we do, of course. He has more than us three as well.
What I'm saying is, you won't be the favorite for long if he gets another one. Just saying.
Anastrea then gives you a pretty dirty look. And she's like, "Well, don't you worry about that. I'm always going to be his favorite."
I go to Pontiff is like, you pissed her off. Way to go.
I don't even know you, stranger, so mind your business.
And to describe the other two a bit, so like I said, Anastrea, she's in a red dress, very sort of flirty looking, with dark hair and sort of a bigger neck piece to her dress. Ludmilla, the oldest bride, very beautiful, but sort of plain looking. She does have like a tiara and a paler sort of beige dress. But it's very simple, even though it's a ball gown, very sort of what you would expect from a noble woman to wear. And then lastly is Valenta, so she's, I guess, the middle sister, if you want to think of them like that. She's wearing a copper dress with long copper gloves, and she also, on top of her head, she has what looks to be a mask. So she's not currently wearing it over her eyes. She's wearing it on top of her head, sort of like a headband, and it looks sort of like a skull. And then, so as they're trying to get you guys to tidy up a bit, like again, they're trying to comb your hair, shine your armor, anything they can. Rahadin will sort of pull out a little bell. Ding, ding, ding. It's like, "It is time now to join our master for dinner. Are you all ready?"
I was born ready.
Yep.
Ladies, are you ready?
Yep.
Oh.
No idea what's going on.
Well, he's going to take you back downstairs where you guys entered.
No, my character is just very like, he's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, so I'm just here for a ride.
Oh, yeah, because you can't see the map.
Exactly. Can't see shit right now because my fucking thing won't load.
The map is cool, man.
Why don't you restart your browser?
It's not the
Right.
router. I think it's a computer. I gotta restart my computer. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It'll
Oh, I
take me 2
said
seconds to restart.
browser, not router.
No. I tried 3 different browsers and This
Oh.
is working. So I'll be right back. Just give me a second.
Okay, well, so
he uses
I'll
internet.
wait, but I'll put you in the other map with the ladies.
You wanna come up? I'll let you come up. I know your leg's hurting. You wanna come up?
Right.
Wanna see what
And I didn't make up her name, babe. That's her name in the from the module.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down. Okay. It's okay.
What's his face is also in this room with you guys. Oh my god.
Minori's sitting here by the fridge.
I guess his leg's feeling a little better.
His happy place here.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna go into the room where you heard the organ/piano music coming out of, and you do see
On the bright side, he's probably not gonna
the back of a man you've all met before, I guess, except what's his face, except Reficule. You see 3 enormous chandeliers that are illuminating this room. There's marble walls and this very grand, long, heavy table covered with fine satin cloth, and it has many delectable foods on it. You know, roots and herbs, fruits, vegetables, a full roasted beast, as well as crystal goblets and places for all of you. And then at the end of the room
When they're at the ice
is
sushi.
a floor-to-ceiling massive organ, which, as I said, is playing the melody you heard when you came in. And you see this caped figure playing the keys. And yes, so Joe, are you back?
Yes, I am.
Yes. So as you enter, the player stops, turns, and it is your new BFF Strahd. He will smile at you all and say, "Oh, welcome, companions. Thank you for joining me for dinner. Please have a seat. Pontiff, why don't you join me at my right?"
All right, I guess.
And ladies, please space out so our guests can sit in between you. So Valenta will, she'll invite you to sit in between them, and this man who you haven't met will sit there, and Rahadin will sit at the other head. Allow me to make introductions if you haven't been introduced already. I am your host, Strahd, of course. My wives, Ludmilla and Estrella Valenta. And this is my consort, Escher, who's joining us as well. And Escher is this guy on the bottom right, very handsome looking man. He's got, I'd say like a clean white shirt, very pale hair and pale skin. Unlike the wives, he kind of has a skulking look about him. Welcome, my guests. I'm very glad you could join me today. I understand during your time in Barovia, you've encountered many different people of many different beliefs. And as a leader, unfortunately, I feel you can never please all. You can only hope to keep them safe. And please enough of them, of course. Now, I ask that whatever you've been told about me, you do your best to set it aside. I ask that you take the evening to get to know the real me. I believe that thus far, I have been nothing short of accommodating and cordial with you. So I believe I'm owed at least that. Would you agree?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, dinner can begin. He'll kind of clap, clap, and you guys sort of see floating these plates come towards you and get set down in front of you. And Rahadin will describe this first course as a lovely, fresh salad, sprinkled with rare ingredients, of course, from the elven world that he himself procured for this dinner, with a very fresh vinaigrette. And all Strahd and his wives will begin to eat.
Cool. I introduce myself as Rifikul, and I'm like, hey, I explained to him that I had this really weird dream, and this dude named something wanted to know about you. Why would he want to know information about you? And why the fuck did he come in my dreams?
And Strahd will smile. Is like, oh, a very interesting question to start off our dinner, young man. Yes, Barovia is somewhat known, I'd say, for strange dreams. You see, the mist that surround our land are full of various creatures, souls that are trapped, not unlike myself and yourselves. And some of these souls and creatures,
We have each other on
they yearn for a champion, for a individual that could represent them and help them escape or gain more power. I believe this is most likely what you've been dreaming of. Now tell me, do you remember how this figure appeared to you? Any features or conversation that struck you?
Remember what he looks like? Do I when he's in the dream? I don't know.
You can roll like a history check. Okay, yeah, so you sort of remember, a dark cloak, red eyes, but like this guy didn't really like show a lot of himself.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I also tell him the conversation I had. He wanted to know if there was any people alive in the castle.
Mhm.
Not so much dead, but alive. And I was like, so why would he ask that? And how does it help him? Like, what does it do? And can he be killed if I need to kill him?
No, very intriguing questions. Well, any creature eventually could be destroyed. You just have to get to the heart of the matter. And all of the undead will kind of laugh at this. Little inside joke, you'll forgive me. You may be able to destroy this creature by visiting the Amber Temple. Many souls have a vestibule, a vessel there where they still have a physical presence in this land. So if you were to destroy your creature's tomb, so to speak, that may lessen its power. But unfortunately, it may not permanently destroy it.
Good to know. What about light people? Any other light people here aside from us?
Well, I'm alive. My wives are alive.
Let me rephrase that. Anybody that does not want to suck your blood.
Yes, many creatures take up inhabitants here at my castle. I am a generous leader and lord after all.
Humans? Alive like me?
Sometimes we have other human guests here.
Okay, cool. Okay, and I keep eating my dinner. I'm like, all right, that's, I tell them information you needed, and I'm pretty happy with it. What's with the yellow dots, by the way?
Oh, that's just like what I could figure out for the lighting. I still have to play around with it because I know
Okay.
you can hide them, but I
Oh,
couldn't
okay, I was
figure
just
out-
like, am I supposed to be noticing like other
No,
plates?
because they were hidden before, but then they weren't like working, and so I had to like move them onto a different layer. Yeah.
I think you can move them back to behind you, can they? Oh no, never mind. Anyway, sorry.
Whatever.
No, doesn't matter. Anyways, I just keep eating my dinner. I'm like, okay, thanks. I appreciate it, and thank you for the dinner. It's very lovely.
Of course.
And I'm like, I'm still don't know why we're here, but thank you.
Well, you're all guests in my land, of course, and I like to take interest in new visitors to Barovia, since we don't get very many here.
Did people disappear?
Oh, people don't disappear. They
Oh no, sorry. In real life, like on the map, there's 2 people not gone.
who do you not see?
I don't see Pontiff. I don't see, and they're the good looking guy beside. Oh, they're kind of like kind of grayed out. Here, I'll show you.
I didn't do
Everyone
anything
looks
to that.
normal on my screen.
Yeah.
I can see some people are kind of like almost like barely on the screen anymore.
Here, I'll
Like
put
the
it in
person who's
chat.
supposed to be to my right, there's nobody there, and middle
Yeah.
of the table on the opposite side, I can't see anyone.
I wonder if it's because of their labels, but I was doing that so you'd remember who they are.
Oh, you took off the light. That's why. You took off the middle light.
Oh, because you're bitching about it.
No, I wasn't. I just wanted to know what it was. Anyway, sorry. I just.
Okay, there.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, oh my god, it disappeared. Am I supposed to know this?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, so as you guys are chatting, Rahadin will come and be filling your glasses with wine and offering you red or white wine. And Pontiff, you definitely notice like the wine he's offering to himself, the wives, and Strahd is a different bottle than the wine he's offering to you guys.
So like, what's going on here? Why are we getting different wine?
And Strahd will smile. He's like, "Well, I was trying to be polite to your senses. Of course, I didn't think you would want to drink what us vampires drink."
Oh, are you drinking blood? Oh,
And they all smile.
this makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend, sir. I do apologize.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no offense, I drink blood.
All right. So as you guys finish the first course, like some other courses come out. So Strahd will start chit-chatting with you. So Pontiff, I have not forgotten our deal. You wanted a magical weapon, yes?
I did.
So
As back taxes for the property taxes and free rent you were giving those hags.
Of course. I was searching my stores for the weapon I thought would most suit you. I picked out a few, but I wanted to get your thoughts first of what you're fond of. I myself have a sword and a spear, but I want to know what weapon would suit you. I find the choice of a weapon tells a lot about a warrior.
I prefer two-handed weapons. Swords more often than not, but I'm not particular to axes and halberds.
All right. Well, after we're finished dinner, I will get my servant Rahadin to fetch a two-handed weapon that I've selected for you.
And when that happens, I also ask him, like, hey, by the way, we saw that. Wait, Burlesque. What was that village name that we just?
Barovia?
Barovia. We saw the Barovia on fire. Do you know? If
No, that was
anything
Valeki that was on fire.
Oh, Valeki. Do we know? I asked him, does he know if anything's going on over there, or, you know?
Oh, yes. The political situation has been difficult there for a while. That's interesting. You saw a fire bear, and he kind of shoots a dirty look at Radin at this. I have my guesses what's going on, but I can't
Shoot.
be certain yet.
All right, I'll take anything. Go. What are your guesses?
Well, my guess is one noble of the town wanted to be the new leader, and the other leader didn't want to give up their seat. So perhaps a coup broke out.
Coup d'etat. Cool. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. I keep eating food. I'm just like yum 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 num 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 num.
So, how are you finding the weather here in Barovia, travelers? I find the low light to be quite romantic, but I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I'd love for it to be a lot sunnier.
Same.
Yes, I
I've
suppose.
always enjoyed the light of the sun.
Yes, I suppose I've forgotten what that's like. I've been how I am for centuries, you see.
Surely a being as powerful as yourself could stand a little bit of sunlight.
Of course I could, but not for prolonged periods. We all
You
have our
should-
weaknesses, after all, as I'm sure you know, Pontiff.
Look, what does that mean?
As I am weak to the sun, you may be weak to a sword or to disease. These manners don't affect someone like me.
Oh
I
snap!
see. Yeah, I suppose the natural things don't affect the unnatural.
What is unnatural? We are of this world just as you are and your kind.
I mean, you're in this world, sure, but what does natural be, such as disease, life, death, living past death? Would you think that is more natural? Everything must die at some point.
Of course, but that is my curse, isn't it? That death forever escapes me.
How did you come upon this curse, if you don't mind me asking?
No, of course not. We are here to share and learn more about each other, of course. My curse, well, you could say I was a fool in love. And love can bind you forever to creatures, to others, and it can also curse you. It can be your deepest regret. Um, I oft quote on love. There's a scripture I've read that says, I seem to have loved you in numberless forms, numberless times, in life after life, age after age, forever. That is how I feel about my curse, but also my blessing.
That's the coolest thing I ever heard so far. Legit.
Could you maybe elaborate more? What is
Well,
like you're pretty vague there, is my point.
I was seeking after a love that was not meant to be, and in my chase, I was cursed with this life that I now lead. And as I said, I cannot escape death, but I still chase that love that I hope I can find.
Was the love of yours also cursed in a similar fashion?
It's hard to say. I think our curses are of a different sort.
What do you mean?
Well, I am cursed to evade death, to be chasing my love, and I think my love, like many creatures in this land, have a similar curse that they cannot
Where my
leave.
feet normally want to be. He's
So
So
if
your
we
love is in the country?
Yes, you've met her, my dearest Irina. She
But
has
she's a mortal.
the soul of my love.
But you have other wives, and I kind of gesture to his wives here.
And he'll laugh. He's like, yes, lust and companionship, that's a different thing.
So, how long you been chasing Arena for? Is she a reincarnation? Is she like you've been chasing for a long time? You figured it was a love, or is it? You just said that you were cursed by that. So, does that mean Arena is also cursed?
Irina is only the latest form of my love.
Reincarnation.
Yes, some call it like that.
What do you call it?
I call it just star-swept lovers.
Your love seems a bit one-sided.
Oh my
From
god.
my perspective, I'm the knight chasing his damsel.
Have you tried not doing that? See what happens. Just
No,
curiosity.
we are destined. It is something
Yeah.
that calls to my soul.
Yeah, that's nice. But have you tried not doing it?
Of course, I've been living for centuries. I've tried everything.
Here's something I've What about ending the curse of the fog and being able to leave this country? Have you ever tried that?
Even one as powerful as I cannot lift the fog so easily.
Lift the fog then. What is the arrangement of things that we have to do to lift it?
He kind of chuckles, like, well, you'd have to be powerful for one.
Yeah, let's say I'm powerful. What else?
And he laughs, like, oh, you mortals and your silly ambition.
Says the
Well,
immortal guy. Okay, keep
if
going.
you were to ever possibly glean the insurmountable power that you would need, which, let's be fair, would be impossible for a being such as you would have to take control of Barovia. And that would mean taking it from me.
Okay, how about this? You give us Barovia, we help you, we lift up the curse, we're all happy. Done. Because obviously you haven't done it for so many years. Now you need help.
You think you can help a being such as I?
Yes.
We've helped you once before with the murder house.
Yes, I suppose you did, but honestly, that house hadn't even crossed my mind in years.
But we still did it.
And we did. Wait, I wasn't there.
Yes,
Never mind.
admirable for mortals. But you've yet to do anything that would convince me you'd even be capable of something like you're suggesting.
Okay, so what would you suggest to be capable of doing it so we get Barovia?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Oh god.
My brides, please leave us. You're dismissed. And they'll all leave the room.
Okay. What about the guy? Is he also a bride?
Yeah, they're all gonna leave.
And the handsome guy too?
Yep.
Oh, he's a bride. Ooh.
He's a consort. I mean, he's a bride. He's a husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slut.
So, I'd like to offer you a deal. Another deal. Recently, I've had a card reading, and through this reading, I've learned one of my partners, my brides, is a spy, and I'd like your assistance determining who. If
what?
you're so powerful and capable as you claim, figuring out who's been betraying me should be no problem.
Couldn't we just kill them all and just get new ones? Wouldn't that be more efficient?
No, I'm still enjoying them for now. I'd prefer if you don't.
But would you be mad if we did?
Yes, I would
Okay.
not appreciate you killing my wives. You
So-
leave that for me.
You just want me to point you to the right direction and you do the killing.
I will handle their punishment, yes.
I look at the rest of the team and I'm like,
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Alex doesn't feel comfortable.
What's your hesitance?
Well,
I'm not comfortable.
for one, I don't approve of the way you rule this country, and I don't think assisting you in that manner would benefit my goals. Just being real.
And how have you seen exactly I've ruled this country? As far as I'm aware, you've heard rumors of my leadership, but what have you actually seen
I've seen
besides?
firsthand how your subjects eat your other subjects, and all you said was, "Oh well, everything has to eat." So
Oh, are
yeah.
you not eating right now? A creature that was formerly living?
Yeah, but I'm eating an animal, not something that was and is potentially as intelligent as myself.
Yes, it's fair to disagree on politics, but I think we can still work together and collaborate on manners.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard line for me there, Strahd.
And what of the rest of you, ladies? You've been awfully quiet this dinner.
Yeah, I agree with Pontiff. Yeah. I actually forgot those vampires were eating people.
wow.
Now that he brings it up, it's like, yeah, I don't approve of that.
Yeah, bad vampires.
Bad vampires.
I did not release the vampires. As far as I heard, they were triggered by your loud entrance to the cellar maker's shop.
That may be true, but you refused to do anything about stopping the situation until one of our former members offered to owe you one in the future, and that doesn't sit right with me.
Well, everything does have a price. Don't just do
They're
things for
your
free.
subjects.
Do you ever?
It's your job.
So you will not let go people squatting in your property unless you're given a reward, tit for tat. But when I do the same thing, it's looked down upon.
First of all, you farm them. They are essentially cattle to you. And I look down on people squatting on property because they're not paying me anything. And the reason our whole issue is that I pulled the deed. I am the landowner.
I am the king here, Pontiff.
What'd you say, Claudia?
Yes, I would.
Like the entire time, Fury has just been like the entire dinner. Fury's just been like mentally face palming, and it's just like, can I get out of here? Like, it's just getting more and more tense.
I like it. This is what I've been craving for.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Was the door locked behind them when the wives exited, or did they? Or...
They closed the door, but there wasn't like an obvious,
Okay.
Yeah, so Strahd to Pontiff, he'll say, look, I am being kind as you found the deed, but do remember, this is my land. You are merely a guest.
Mm-hmm. Then, as a guest, I respectfully decline your offer to help you figure out about your wives.
All right. And that's fair. I just thought it would be an ample opportunity to prove yourselves, but the whims of mortals change so fleetingly.
If we do
Wait.
help, like if we were, hold on, I
Back
answered.
ourselves to
Speak
who?
for all of us.
No, I don't. I'm just saying, if we were to help out, what would be,
He already said we have to figure out which wife is betraying him. He already said
yeah,
that.
but why? Like, what do we get out of it? He just said do it, but he didn't tell us. Like,
Oh yes, you'd like a reward, of course. Well, I can offer another magical weapon, of course. I could offer more information about the land. I understand adventurers are usually questing for gold or other items that I could inform on. I also heard through the grapevine that you were perhaps looking for certain quests or had certain interests that I could weigh in on.
Interesting. Okay, I'll take whatever the party does. So I'm indifferent about it, but if the party's not taking it, then I can't do anything about it. Sorry, Strahd.
No worries, bro.
I got you, Holmes.
He will tilt his wine glass to you. Noted, Sir Refacule. I appreciate your honesty.
I was just mostly curious. That's all.
Is that a no then?
Whatever the teams decide is what I decide.
No, he's asking the other three.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've said my piece. I'm a no.
I think I'll have to decline too. That's not really my business. Who is betraying you,
Well,
Sapphire?
Fury points out that, if, as the owner of this land and with eyes all knowing, wouldn't it be very easy for you to figure out which one of your wives is a spy?
well, I'm not completely omniscient. Even things can get past me. And trust me, I have questioned my wives, but I think there's other magic afoot that I haven't quite been able to crack yet. If I put my head to it, so to speak, I'm sure I could figure it out, but this seemed like an ample opportunity for eager adventurers to prove their mettle.
I mean, some of us, and then I kind of gesture to Refugule, that wants to prove themselves. Maybe they have an itch to scratch, but I don't recall the rest of us saying that we have something to prove. Again, I'm sure
I said, there's items I would be happy to give you as well. As I've said before, nothing's for free. I'd be willing to pay.
The issue here, Strahd, is this sounds like a family matter. I don't think it's necessarily appropriate for us strangers as guests into your land to tamper with this delicate relationship that you have with your wife.
I like it.
That's more of a counselor thing.
If you need therapy.
1-800-30p.
Yes, maybe I'll make Escher be our therapist.
That's funny.
So it doesn't seem appropriate for outsiders to step into this, again, delicate matter that you have on hand. I think it'd be most appropriate if you found it out yourself and dealt with it accordingly.
Noted. Well, I appreciate all of your candor, even though you won't help me in this manner. I do appreciate you coming to my home and keeping me company. Now let me call the family back in for us to finish our meal. And he'll clap, clap for them to come back.
That's pretty cool.
And then as they come in, can like Fury just be more mindful of anyone that might have a little more shifty behaviors between the three? Just because, like, even though she said it's like, I don't want to get involved, but she's nosy, so she just wants to know.
Yeah, so...
Where's the other guy?
Well, he's getting Pontiff's weapon. So Escher, the male, he is very sulky looking. Like, if I could describe his face, it looks bitter and kind of emo. That's
what Strahd like.
On Estrella, so top left, like I said, she's the youngest. Out of the three women, she's very extroverted. So even before she left, she was sort of like being very chit-chatty, trying to tell jokes, laughing at her own jokes. Then Valenta, so the one in between you two, she's a bit quieter, but you do notice like she's been hamming it, chugging her quote-unquote wine. And always is like licking her lips at it. And then lastly, Ludmilla, she's also somewhat quiet, but in a more like regal sense. She's very much like ladylike, but she doesn't really add much to the conversation.
I see. Did any of them look sort of nervous returning into the room?
A perception check.
I noticed nothing.
None of them look all that nervous, unfortunately.
So funny.
So they will also come back with a dessert. They'll come back with call it the D&D equivalent of like a chocolate lava cake.
Nice.
So it's like decorated with fruit, and yeah, as you cut into it, it'll kind of ooze this dark chocolatey deliciousness. And then Rahadin will come in, and he will come in with what looks to be a battle axe.
Oh, wait. Does Halka still have that thing where they can see through her and hear through her?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe we should ask about that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
What is it?
You know how that we had to blindfold her because we thought that somebody.
Oh right, yeah. Oh no, so like you don't feel that anymore. That feeling, Halka.
Can I ask him if that was him that was doing that?
He smiles. He's like, yes, sometimes I like to keep tabs on who's in my kingdom.
Just do it to your wife.
That's great.
I can only do it once or twice a day, and it only lasts maybe about 15 minutes. So I haven't, I just use it sparingly on visitors,
teach it to me?
townspeople.
you
It's
teach me that?
above your capabilities.
Can you teach me something cool?
The beautiful. What was your name again, miss? And he's pointing to you, Fury.
Saffron. Nice to meet you.
And he kind of laughs. Yes, the beautiful.
And I give him a wink at that, just be like,
yeah.
Saffron.
Yeah, and he'll smirk at you. The beautiful Saffron. She perhaps could learn such a spell. She seems like she's growing into her powers.
Look at Saffron. I'll be like, do it.
Not
And that's it.
currently, though.
Oh, don't do it. Never mind. Retreat.
I mean, you can roll an Arcana check. The roll will be really low for what this spell is, but it's too high level for you. The spell's scrying.
Okay.
Alex should know what it is as well, but scrying is a 5th level spell, which I don't think you have any spell slots for yet.
You need a focus that has a value of 1,000 gold pieces.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a rich people spell. And with your Arcana check as well, you remember reading or maybe hearing about, like, when people are scrying, they can do it better if they have, if they've met you before, and then it's easier, if they know you well, and it's easier as well if they have items of yours, so hair, pieces of clothes, stuff
Dolls
like
that look like them.
Yeah, maybe, And I don't know if you remember, but you've noticed before that, like, pieces of your clothes have gone missing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And if
Back when
you
we got
really
robbed.
want, everyone just do like a general intelligence check.
I am not that intelligent.
Oh, whoops. I did a save, but 19.
Oh, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so Fury, you'll kind of, and Reficule as well, you'll realize, the wives are trying to brush your hair and trying to do all this shit. So Reficule, especially with your 19, you'll most likely know, since you took your shirt off, they probably took a piece of your shirt. And Pontiff, with the comb, they're most likely taking hair from that comb.
I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Is that why you had them clean us, so that you could get pieces of us to spy on us?
Well, also, I am a lord. I expect my guests to dress appropriately for dinner. Kind of sneers at you guys.
Hey, not me. I actually dressed up.
No, not at you.
Okay,
Well, I mean, fair, but also, like, took pieces of us. Is that what a host is supposed to do?
Pieces of me.
When you're in Barovia, things are different. I don't make claims about where you're from. I expect the same respect to my land.
I mean, if we're being real here, you've been looking down on us quite a bit for being mortal this whole dinner.
Yes, well, I can only be so polite.
Wow.
I'm like, wow.
Uh-huh.
So, Reficule, as I was saying, comes in with a battle axe, which you can wield either one-handed or two-handed. And you see, as he's carrying it in, it's actually kind of smoking a bit. So he will hold it out to you, Pontiff.
I guess I will take it and be cursed.
No, you just see as you hold it, it kind of odorless smoke rises up from where you're holding it.
Do I know what that smoke is coming from and what it is?
Maybe. Let me see what kind of check I would make you make.
Oops, sorry. Do that.
You throwing your rock?
Throw rock.
Throw a rock.
I just throw my rock at Strahd.
I have to add it to your sheet. I didn't add it yet.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't know. You could do like a history check or an arcana check if you're trying to like figure out the magical property of this battle
Wow.
axe.
Oh
nice.
shit.
Yeah, so as you see like the smoke coming out of the battle axe, you realize this axe is slightly enchanted. So you've heard about it for armor before. There's armor called smoldering armor. So you figure this is the weapon equivalent. So you do realize like this smoke is very harmless. It's just to like look cool.
Okay.
And yeah,
Fishy
with
as
your,
fuck.
your arcana check realizes also will let you know like besides the smoke, there's not much magical about this weapon.
I go to Pontiff is like, hey, the smoke is cool, but that's about it. Like, there's nothing really magical about it. And I'm just like, just so you
Wait,
know.
so it literally just smokes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Alex, so you just gave me a weapon that blows hot air, huh?
You asked for a magical weapon, and I delivered.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I
at it, I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, well, it is magical. Smoke,
Yeah, it is.
magical.
The smoke's magic.
Theory rolls her
Yeah, but if
eyes
I
at
were to
the end of
attack
the
somebody
table.
with this weapon, would it like count as a magical weapon attack?
Yeah, it would.
You can
Alright.
kill them, like, suffocate them with the hot air. They
No,
can.
it's harmless.
Is there enough coming out
Oh.
of that?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. You can blind them with the hot air. I don't know. I'm just giving you a BS.
Yes.
Now imagining Pontiff like flying with like the smoking axe.
Yeah. Like, thank you for this generous gift.
Like, oh, you're most welcome, Pontiff. I hope you use it well.
It's like, I'll be thinking of you and the hot air coming out of this every time I swing it.
Such a charmer.
Likewise.
I'm still laughing about it.
I told you so, but I told you so.
Tea. So yeah, Strahd will and the ladies will keep chit chatting you. So he'll ask you, Halka, like, so tell me about your weapons and your gear. What do you enjoy using?
I use a rapier and some daggers. I can't use magic because I don't know how, and I can shoot a bow.
Mm.
TMI.
Yes, and I know the young lady is a magic user. Do you have any particular spells you enjoy the most?
Oh, by the way, when what the fuck was her name? Sapphire, not Sapphire. Saffron. When she winked at this dude, did I notice?
Probably not. We'll
Okay.
just say no since it was so long ago.
Okay.
Oh
that's
look,
fine.
I rolled a 20 for your battle axe.
Whoa!
28.
It's
Holy
on your
shit.
sheet now.
Thank you.
Called Strahd's Smoldering Battle. Oh wait, I'll even add a description for you. I'll put it in your.
That's amazing. I love that.
That does like potentially less damage than my greatsword.
Yeah, we have smoldering in your case, which is, makes it extra cool.
You can argue with them if you want.
No, I mean, I'm not looking for any gifts after his rude treatment of my property. I expected nothing less.
Damn.
Damn.
It figures I got a weapon that blows hot air from somebody that blows hot air.
Oh.
Mm.
Yes, so Saffron, do you have any particular spells you enjoy casting? I myself am particular to scrying, as I told you, but I also enjoy a little detect thoughts, a little animate dead, necromantic spells.
And as detect thoughts, some of the things. How far can you delve when it comes to detecting thoughts? I've always been curious.
About 30 feet, give or take.
But
No, if he's doing it, you guys have to make a save, so you'll know.
What does it
And
take?
how much do you usually extract? Or how much are you able to just extract when you utilize such an interesting spell?
It's exactly hear everything they've ever felt, but say if one were thinking, I love my new battle axe, I could detect such a thought.
Sounds very useful. I mean, I myself have my own repertoire of spells, but sounds interesting.
I might remember that maybe you're not as good at detect thoughts as you thought.
You little shit, he's gonna.
And do you know of any spells that be able to remind people to keep their silence every now and then?
Oh, I speak out. I'll be like, I have a spell like that.
I'm asking you.
He heard what you said, Pontiff.
Okay. And I'm like, fine.
And he'll kind of just give you a look. Well, there is the spell silence, of course. It'd be quite useful.
Something that might be able to carry with you. I hear silence only it's too stationary for my taste.
Well, a more proficient magic user, an arcanist, might be able to imbue an item with different capabilities, much like my carriage, for example, that I've imbued with the ability to travel the ethereal plane. But such spells are above creatures like you.
I say to them, well, I got a low-tech version. You stab them in the heart, they'll never speak again.
Yes, I'm quite a fan of these moves as well. My sword Bloodsong likes to seek out the hearts of those against me, silencing them for eternity.
Now we're just getting poetic. And here I thought we were just exchanging some spell knowledge.
Yes, well, I'm a man of many talents, of course.
Naturally, with the carriage that can blink through ethereal plane.
Yes, yes.
How long did it take you to imbue magic into that?
Oh, many a year. I'd say maybe 50, but it's all relative when you've lived as long as I have. And you, Refugule, was it? What?
Yes.
What's your fancy? What do you enjoy battling with?
My samurai battling with? Is that what he said?
Yeah, battling with.
My samurai sword. I trust with my life.
And where did you gain such a weapon? They're quite rare.
Good question. I don't remember much of anything at the moment. Do you have any spells that might help me remember?
Sorry.
Stop being such a shithead, Oreo.
Don't think I have them prepared at the moment, but I might be able. This is the DM saying I don't know if there is a spell. Recall memory spell? Google? I could. Do you believe this
Such a shithead.
affliction of yours is recent, or do you feel like you were born with it?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I think it's recent.
Hmm.
Okay, buddy.
Yes, there's a spell, Modify Memory, that perhaps was used on you, or an iteration of it. I could perhaps try to remove this curse. I would have to prepare my spell book, though, which could take a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no hurry. I'm okay. But if you can, that'd be great. If you can't, that's okay too.
No, I'm a man of many means, and I'll see what I can do, of course. Important to me to help my allies as much as I can.
Cool. And I keep eating my cheesecake. Or I mean, yeah, cheesecake.
Chocolate lava cake, okay.
Lava cake, sorry. And I just nod my head and I'm like, that's nice. I'm like, I just gotta keep eating this stuff because it's really good. And I'm really happy about this. And I really don't care about anything else.
So, as one thing that you reminded me of, Pontiff, with your land, there is another piece of land I think you might be interested in.
Well, I mean, if there was for one of the land are as glorious as the gift here, I don't know if I'd be able to handle it.
There's a tower on a lake that has another very annoying squatter, similar to those old hags at the mill. If that squatter no longer lived in that tower, I don't see why you couldn't add to your burgeoning real estate empire.
Monopoly.
Hmm.
Can you tell us more
Well-
information about the squatter?
Yeah.
He's been a pain in my side for many years. He tends to hunt different creatures with a racial prejudice, which is very disagreeable to my land.
Is it the tower that we got picked up from?
I point over
Hello?
to this guy, and I'll be like, hey, is he talking about the tower we just came from? Like, from the direction?
Rahadin will nod. Is like, yes, my lord. The adventurers were actually near this tower when I met with them.
Is there anything we should know about that guy? Does he have special
I'm
powers?
pretty sure we read. Wasn't he like a big old racist? Didn't we find that out when we were in
No.
the tower?
Yeah.
Pretty sure
yeah,
we
yeah.
found some notes and he was a big old racist.
Yeah, that's a guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind killing that guy. I can do that.
Excellent, excellent. And as I said, you would take ownership of the tower,
Hmm.
as is your right, of course.
Before
Well-
that,
What if I don't want land?
What do you desire?
Hmm. I want
And while
something that would be helpful to me in
and while she
travel.
and while she's thinking, I asked him, "It's like we noticed that that particular land you cannot use magic. Is there a reason why, or anything to help us with? You know, since Saffron over here won't be very helpful if we attack him on the tower."
Well,
Why? I don't know why this guy tries to speak for me so often. He's been doing that all dinner and it's kind of getting on my nerves. Do you have a way to slice off his tongue real quick?
Anyways, moving on from the Saffron.
I'm so oh shit, girl.
And Strahd will just laugh. Like, oh, I mean, I could slice off one's tongue, but hearing mortals banter is one of my
I mean, you could
favorite
slice it off,
pastimes.
reattach it, and then slice it off again. I don't mind that process.
Why you should also do it to her? Because if it's gonna be do it to
You're
me,
the
do it to
one
her.
who keeps talking in my stead. So you
I'm not
is
talking
your
instead.
is
I'm just
my
saying.
Are
I'm
you
just
called
saying.
Saffron? Would you like to become Saffron now? Okay, go be Saffron.
Wait, aren't you Saffron? Isn't that your name? Oh, isn't that your name, Saffron?
Literally have prestidigitation like fart in his like area. Like asking such a dumb question. She's like, go spell.
Well,
Okay.
this
Anyways, moving on from
this
that one.
squatter, I'm surprised he has this spell on his tower. If I were to guess, it's an anti-magic field. So I would suggest encountering him outside of the tower if you can.
I'm not looking for land either. Would I be able to get a different reward? Perhaps a cloak?
Oh,
You
yes.
have a cloak already?
Don't we have a magic cloak we got from the murder house?
Yeah, then we got a magic cloak from that.
Did we? I don't remember. Can I get another
Yeah.
cloak?
I did.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
only
I
one of
did
us got it,
not.
right? I thought only
Never
one of us
mind.
got it.
Yes, Pontiff could take ownership of the land. What would the rest of you like?
Can't think of anything right now, but I will
Do
like
you
to
have
think about
anything
it.
that would make travels easier? I mean,
a-
we are but humble mortals, and we do get tired traveling from place to place. I think it would be extremely helpful if we had something or a somehow to speed up that process.
Well, I could gift you a horse and carriage.
A magical horse and carriage?
Yes, I'll see what I can do.
Maybe a new. You can teach me a new spell. I think spells would be cool.
Will your intelligence be able to grapple that new spell, though?
I have no
Let's
idea. How
say.
about we try? But thanks for caring about me. I really appreciate it. I know we're friends, and I smile at you.
Do I know you?
And I keep smiling, and I'll be like, friends. Amazing.
Have prestidigitation just go wah 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 again.
Such friendship in this group, guys.
All right.
Yeah, they want to go to Tokyo together.
Literally. Entire dinner speaking for all of us. Who are you?
I didn't speak for all of you.
Uh-huh.
When did I speak for all of you?
Go rewind the tape.
I don't
So a magic
think
cloak?
this is sort of meta. I don't think he can teach you a spell. He could give you a spell scroll, though. But even then, I don't think clerics can use those.
I think any character can use a scroll, but they can't learn the magic and like write it in their book like a wizard can. Only
Yeah.
wizards can do that.
So, like, he could give you a spell scroll, and then that's like a one-time cast.
I mean,
But
it's okay. He can have a one-time cast.
yeah, I'm just telling you from a meta point of view. Like
Can I
you
get
would,
a
as a
one-time
cleric,
cast to
you
take
would,
off her tongue?
as a cleric, you would definitely know that. Like you're not a wizard, like you're assuming Strahd might be. So yeah, it's like I could gift you a spell scroll. Yes. What are you looking for?
I'm not sure. I'll just seeing what my options are. Since apparently we're gonna take down a dude in a tower.
All right. Well, it can be arranged. If you eliminate this squatter, I will have my servant deliver you your prizes. Or I might invite you for dinner once again, as this has been a very lovely evening.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question. Our removal of the squatter, how do you benefit out of this?
As I said, he's been a thorn in my side for many years, so having him no longer a problem benefits me greatly.
Is there anything you can give us that will give us the upper hand or help us?
Well, he has a supreme hate of a certain race of people, race of creatures, which might be able to be
She
exploited.
said he was basically racist.
He also is an avid werewolf hunter, so perhaps you might find him, if he's not in his tower, near the werewolf den. That's just to the northwest of his tower.
Wolves, and that's it.
Well, he's immortal like you, so I assume has similar weaknesses.
So, what race does he not like? Is it just werewolves?
Yes, I
Oh,
meant to.
he hates the Vistani. He hates those of a heritage similar to my wife, Ludmilla. They're the traveling folk of this land.
He doesn't like gypsies.
Yeah, they
So
they
gypsies?
kind of they
Oh.
kind of tricked us into coming here, didn't they?
Pardon?
Those tricksters.
No.
I turn to Lidmidla. I'm like, do you visit your nomad family often?
She kind of gives you a blank look. She's like, I visit to bring my husband's new consort, but that is all.
Ah, kidnapping. Got you. Yes. Very common in these parts.
No, they come willingly. Many are happy to serve my lord's pleasures.
So how did you fall under Strahd's love
Pleasure.
spell? Question marks.
Well, I had a bit of a falling out with my people, and my lord was there offering me a home.
That's so sweet. Anyways, thank you for inviting us to dinner. I'm
Yes.
sure.
One
It
last note, where would you like to be dropped off? I did promise you safe transportation.
Yes, the team is like, well, if we're gonna take out a tower,
Do we
shouldn't
know where werewolves reside?
The werewolf den, he said.
Yeah,
Where's
so
it
he
the-
told you there's a den to like the northwest of the tower.
Alright, so maybe if we went back to his tower, that would be helpful, right, team?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
if he
so.
just wants to drop us off like close to where he picked us up, but maybe
So
deeper
in
into
the
the forest or
forest?
something.
Oh
All
wait,
right.
before that happens, I asked him if he knows that. Who was chasing after us last time?
What?
Who was chasing after us? Like before we left, Burbovia people that were chasing after us, right?
Oh, the guards were looking for you guys, right?
Yeah,
You-
Pontiff threw us
didn't-
them off our trail.
Oh, I definitely did. I was like 120% sure that I did.
Actually, that's really on point of the way that Tiffany
That's
did
what
it
I said last week. Yeah, when I was playing it.
That was
It's
on
great. I
point.
love it.
I love the accuracy of Pontiff. That's great.
No, I'm pretty sure I was there for that. I was the one that rolled 20.
No, I know. I mean, last week, babe, when they were
Oh.
asking Pontiff about, oh, are we sure? I was like, oh yeah, I'm so sure.
120%.
I am 120% sure that
She said
cannot
that, and you
find
said
it.
it again, which makes it even better.
Well, it's because Tiffany knows me so well.
You know.
Yes, and now Alex is gonna be mad at me later for giving him a bullshit weapon.
Yeah, it's okay. I got to throw in some snide comments.
yeah. So yeah, he's like, of course, Rahadin can drop you off in the same forest. It's a pleasure having you all, and maybe
Wait, are
meet
we-
again.
Are we sleeping? We're not sleeping over, are we? No.
No, I think he's taking you away,
Oh, okay, cool.
and
Yes.
because Alex has to go, and I'm assuming it's late over there. This is a good place to end
Yes.
the sesh.
Yep. Sure.
Okay, you guys went to dinner. Didn't take his quests, which I prepared.
Yeah.
Well,
Going.
It was
that guy.
It
I
did
think
look very
Gary would have
appetizing.
taken it if there was a lot more pressure. And
Yeah,
that
like,
pressure
he
meaning
didn't-
like
He's not gonna be mad like you didn't take it. He was just offering, you know.
true, but I mean I have two party members that were like, nah. And as nosy as Fury would be, it's just like meh.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
when we
mean,
come back and there's a pressure,
yeah.
you know?
You can
know?
always come back to the castle. The castle's a fun place.
Where everything's friendly and nice.
That's right.
Nothing will kill you.
Okay. Are people available on Sunday once
Yep.
again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
18th. Yeah.
Should
Okay.
be.
Cool. So, what time works? I know previously we did like noon for us Pacific, so that's 3 p.m. for you guys. Does that still work, or we want to go earlier, later?
I think so. I just have to pick up my CPR certificate, but I don't know what time because she was gonna tell us on Saturday.
Okay, well we can just message in the chat then and see what's up.
Yeah. If anything, I won't be too long because the CPR thing is like around the block from where I live, so it won't take
Nice.
that long for me to pick up my certificate.
Okay.
Oh, congratulations on getting your CPR certificate.
I haven't got it yet. I have to go on Saturday and get it done.
Oh, I see. You're the same day you do the class.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
I
I go on
didn't-
Saturday
thought-
to get the class, and
Oh.
then Sunday to pick up the certificate because they have to make it.
Oh,
Oh, I thought they you passed it already. You're just gonna pick it up.
yeah. I too thought that.
Well, soon, but thanks.
Well, soon enough you will be able to save all of our lives.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
true.
No pressure, no pressure.
Pressure.
Okay, well everyone have a nice night.
Night.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.